So what is this important piece of news?
The fees not rising for owners of electric vehicles. But I like this little piece. It says the effort to raise the annual registration fees paid by the owners of electric vehicles in North Carolina has faltered. But sponsors of the legislation vow they will try again.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, remember that the guys over at NC State, the NC Clean Tech people, they did research, and at the current $130 a year EV fee,
Yeah.
that is covering the average $15,000 a year driver.
Absolutely.
For the amount of road tax that should be collected. Now, we drive more, so we're paying a little less than possibly our fair share of the tax.
Yeah.
But then there's other people that are only it's an average. That's how averages work. 15,000. There's people only driving 8,000 miles a year, and they're paying a little more. But that's how averages work. So,
I agree.
yeah, well, going from 130 to 230 just to penalize EV drivers, that was a little, raise it from 130 to 140. Let's talk about some fair amount.
I think that was what basically doomed it, is they got a little too greedy. They started at 275 and negotiated down to 230, which still is a lot of money.
Yeah, that was not right. Until they can figure out a more fair mileage-based fee, then you got to go with an average.
That's right.
And the current average, at least all EV owners, according to the article we read, are covering all of the gas tax we should be paying as group. As a group. So this lies that they tried to send that, we don't pay a fair amount as a group was faulty.
That's
so I'm glad it failed on those merits.
Right.
Hey, Gray Girl. You try to stay cool today. Don came out and pulled Ruby out for me, and your climate is on. It may not be as hot today, but the humidity, it's still pretty darn uncomfortable feeling out here. Good morning, Ruby. It's time to go shopping. Michelle is back from her family vacation to Pennsylvania, so she is meeting me at Guardian Angel for shopping. And since Johnny is not here, that's great, because I'm going to have good company today. I am excited to see her and looking forward to our typical girls shopping day out. Dawn noticed that Ruby has another software update. I don't know what this would be, but I'm thrilled for every software update we get. He scheduled it for later today, but he said when I come in, if I want to, kick it off whenever I park the car, that would probably be good. I agree with that. So, we just didn't discover it until I was headed out the door. And I would never put one on while I'm out and about. Even though I'm in Guardian Angel for 90 minutes to 2 hours, which is long enough to put one on, I would not put one on away from home. Just in case. So, later today it is. There you are.
The roads are all tore up on me.
Really? What are they doing?
Widening the roads, for the new school, part of it, on campus.
Oh, over there at the intersection of Willis.
I went all the way around.
Oh no! Wow. Well, you're looking.
I'd rather, wait and keep driving.
Right.
Than having to wait.
Oh yeah, sure, absolutely. Well, for me, I'd be trying to avoid that tar, down on the road.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sure Johnny's going to be pleased about this farm tractor. Origami Al at thrift store prices. I love it. This set is super adorable, but they're $3 a piece, and there's one for every month. There's 12. I particularly like, of course, October. December's kind of cute too. No specific branding on them. Be nice if they'd sold them in a set. I told Michelle this had her house written all over it. It's kind of like a cloak thing. It's sort of a lantern. It's got Buddha on it. It's apparently from some alcoholic beverage, but it's cool. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, definitely. I didn't find any shirts Not a 1 today. How about you? Not yet.
Not yet.
That Minecraft stuffy is kind of cute.
The spider.
That is. That's cool. Darn it. It's too small for Johnny. Or me. Michelle says her family has it. Look, we can't have that.
Have what?
You look like Dorothy. Sweet and pure.
Want to go home?
Exactly. I mean, look at the little basket. I guess somebody was remodeling. I love this fire engine. That is so cool. There's even a little ambulance that goes along with it. Michelle says we're going to Nepal today. It's Himalaya what?
Oh, let's see. It's Himalayan grill.
Okay. There we go. Himalayan Grill and Bar. Indian and Nepalese cuisine. Michelle talked me into going into the Asian market next door to the restaurant. She's in her element in here for different and unique things. I have to say I'm impressed at the number of things. I sort of don't know what they are. And I'm sure cooked right, they're great. Michelle has found quite a few things to try. Michelle bought so much stuff at the Asian store we had to bring it out to the car before we haven't even made it to lunch yet. That's funny.
And while I'm here, Mary, let me give Johnny his cherry.
Okay.
I don't forget it.
There you go, girlfriend. So a red P85D Model S has pulled up and they have the cutest little sticker on the back bumper. It says, yes, it's faster, and no, you can't drive it. That's pretty cute. We ended up at Torero's Mexican restaurant. The Indian place closes too early for us. We are enjoying the atmosphere in here. And there's a Pokestop, one of the pieces of art. So I lured it. Give us something to do while we wait for our food. Well, no clue about pronouncing what Michelle got. But I have molcajete. So fried ice cream, and this chimichanga has apple stuff in it. So it looks really yummy because you know Michelle was not going to be without dessert.
That was ours.
I kind of feel like we're on Gilligan's Island and we just took the 3-hour tour. I mean, the food was good. The waiter was nice to look at. The atmosphere in there was fine. But I swear we were in there 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because we ate slow. It
took a long time.
Yeah, the only good service was the chips and salsa.
Yeah.
They never refilled our drinks, not once. Michelle and I had both finished our unsweetened tea.
I have too. I always get a water and an unsweet tea, and I was done with both.
Yeah, they weren't going to offer us dessert.
No.
And Michelle set them straight that she wanted something. And then they only brought, we waited, what, 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
And then they only brought one, and then another 15 minutes later, after being promised it was on the way, we were told they couldn't make that dessert, the fried ice cream. They're missing the batter or something. So they took that off, but they didn't offer any other niceties. They could have offered to take the other dessert off or something. For, I mean, the
other
service
restaurants probably would.
Yeah, I feel like they probably were just having a bad day in there. They have a.
It wasn't that busy.
I always look. They had a 95 rating, which is acceptable. I would try them again, but with so many other places to try, it wasn't.
No, that left a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah. We're supposed to be shopping. Don's gonna wonder like what we were doing today, and it's because we sat in there for 2 hours. My most exciting find here at Guardian Angel Apex today, Mayor McCheese. So this is a beach tote, a cooler pack. I don't know, but it's new and it's pretty and I like it. I already have my Mr. Wonderful. You know, honey, why don't you just relax and let me make dinner tonight? You know, I think it's really important that we talk about our relationship. The ball game really isn't that important. I'd rather spend time with you. Why don't we go to the mall? Didn't you want to see some new shoes? Here, you take the remote. As long as I'm with you, I don't care what we watch. You've been on my mind all day. That's why I bought you these flowers. That is too cute. We didn't get too much in there today, and it's looking kind of spooky cloudy out here now. It's already 5 o'clock, Michelle says. Okay, Whole Foods shopper.
I'm ready.
We went through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru for frosted drinks, and the girl that waited on us here in Cary today, her name was Mercedes. And she said, quote unquote, I know that if I were born today, I would have been named Tesla instead of Mercedes. It was really cute. They're so pretty. And don't you want to go to a barbecue now? Bye, girl. Had a great day. Love you too. Hey, Donnie. I didn't mean to make you worry.
Well, it's just getting a little late.
Missed you.
I missed you too.
So what was good on videos today that I missed?
I watched a couple climate change videos, and that's about. I didn't really do. I got caught up on the Tour de France. That's what I did.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was 2 stages behind. I am now 100% caught up.
Yeah, one of my photography friends in England says it's a good way to see France. And my response was as well, France was kind of nice last year and the year before and the year before that. And you know, I'm just not feeling Tour in France this year.
Right. Well, I guess I've been watching the Tour de France since it's been on since like 95, 96, 97. I guess when I got my first satellite dish.
You watched your first Tour de France?
Well, now, I remember way back when Greg LeMond was in the Tour de France, that they had like Sportscast weekly or something on like Wide World of Sports or the CBS Sports Extra or something like that. They had these guys that would talk about the Tour de France, bicycle racing, and then show a few clips and talk about Greg LeMond. But that was back in the 80s. But at that time, you know, I didn't even pay any attention to it. Other than I did realize that Greg LeMond was over there, but I didn't understand the size of bicycle racing in Europe was such a big deal. You know, because in America in the 80s, you know, once you got to be like 16, you rode your last bicycle. I mean, then you were done. You know, and that was me.
No, it wasn't. Tell them there's something they don't know about you. Tell them about your bike trip in Hawaii. What year was that?
Right, when that was in 1996.
And you did a serious bike trip in Hawaii.
Yeah, I biked all over Maui, biked all over Molokai and the Big Island. Yeah.
And what was that mountain you talk about going up?
Haleakala. I rode from Paia, which is down on the coast of Maui, up to the summit of Haleakala. You know, I pedaled uphill, and then it was wonderful. Way better coming downhill. And the best way about it, the way I did it, is since I got to ride up it, I got to come down as fast as I wanted.
Now I know you know because you're a geeky guy. What was the elevation change on that?
Oh, that's 10,000 feet.
10,000 feet?
Yeah.
So that little piddly 2,500 at Pilot Mountain or some of those other change, that wasn't nothing in comparison to this?
Right, that's right. This was like, it took me like 6 to 8 hours of, and, you know, just constant, always pedaling. You're always going uphill.
Better you than me, Donnie. Better you than me. But hey, you can say you did it once.
Yeah, I did it once.
Yep.
I won't be repeating that.